Hi, gals. How do you live more consciously? Conscious living. Conscious living. Really important. In fact, that's what it's all about. Let's take a stroll. I was thinking about you and wanted to share with you how I learned how to live more consciously. But first, why bother and what is it? Well, I'm sure you already know. Conscious living is not living on autopilot anymore. We stop just letting things happen, let life happen, let days, weeks, and months fly by. We start living with more intention, I guess is another good word for it. And if we're drinking, this is really hard because alcohol, the whole purpose of it is so that we're not living intentionally. The purpose, the reason we drink is to numb, forget, shut down, turn off, which is all unconscious living, which is the opposite of what we want if we want happiness and growth. And I thought when I started all this that I thought it was going to be really hard. I thought, this all sounds so complicated. There's so much to it. How do you live consciously? What do you do? What is it all about, right? And it felt complicated in the beginning. And I read all these books and all these podcasts and all this stuff and went to seminars. And I got more and more confused. And then in the last year especially, it's all just became so simple. It is not complicated. And in fact, stop reading the books. Don't stop listening to the Strolls, but don't stop that. But we don't need all that much information. It's actually simple. And the simplest things are the most profound. Or actually, that's the other way around. The most profound things are the simplest, but we don't believe it. We don't believe that it can be that simple. And we build complications into it. And we think we need the next thing or another thing, or what's the next tactic, the next strategy, the newest thing that's going to get us. It's so simple. Pay attention to your thoughts, moment by moment, and begin to live consciously. And I'm going to give you 3 little steps you can take to start doing it today. And it's so simple, okay? Don't throw it out with the dishwater because it sounds simple. The first thing you do when you notice that you've just gone on autopilot, I mean, obviously, if you're drinking, all this is going to be really hard. So this is about living alcohol-free, how to live alcohol-free. The first thing you do when you notice and you realize, where has my mind been? What is going on? The first thing you do is just stop and notice. So I call that pause. We pause. We just stop, pause, whatever you want, and notice. So suddenly you're like, oh, what just happened? The last 3 hours just passed by and I have no idea what was going, right? So we notice, pause, stop, notice, call it what you want. Pay attention. When we notice it, breathe. Breathe into it. Just go, okay. Don't get upset. Don't start beating yourself up. Oh my God, it's been 4 hours all day. I've been on. Forget it. You've noticed it. That's all that matters. Take a deep breath. Take another. Take at least 3 deep belly breaths. You've noticed. Now you're breathing into it. And then choose. Step 3 is choose. Choose to respond or think differently in the moment. If you've been on autopilot all day and you're like noticing it, you take those deep breaths and then choose a different reaction or a different thought. And this is why I always ask you to have in your pocket, your back pocket, a phrase to hook your mind to. Because then in that moment you can go, okay, and hook your mind to your favorite phrase that just calms you down. Mine is simple. I relax and put aside all mental burdens. Just pause, breathe, and reconnect to the phrase that you've chosen to hook the mind to. And it'll bring you back. And then what you do is you just do this over and over and over again. And the time between moments will get shorter. You'll start noticing sooner, oh, I've been on autopilot. Let me bring myself back. And the time gets shorter and shorter till after a while, and yeah, it could take months. So what? You're going to be living those months anyway. You might as well be doing something constructive during those months. But the time comes where you're always there. You don't lose yourself. You're conscious. This is conscious living, and it is so worthwhile. You spend your days living with intention and feeling good about yourself. Of course, you're going to have to give up the alcohol to take up a practice like this. I mean, you can do it, but if you're drinking every night, it's going to be hard. I hope that helped. Take a pause, take a breath, and reconnect. It's that simple. You don't need anything else to get started.